Hey y'all. Woo! Fast. Yeah, I already know my sinuses is whooping Auntie Fee's butt. It's coming up on that season. I think going into the fall season is always my worst. So it ain't nothing new. Ooh, I'd rather deal with sinuses than the allergies real bad because I suffered with that as a kid. But anyway, I've been doing a little digging on the girl at the riverboat. And can I be honest? Let me sit up. Let me sit up. Don't do it. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna fuss. I'm not gonna fuss. I'm not gonna fuss because, you know, LaQuita's still around and I just, I'm a tame myself. But I will express myself nicely and say I am rather shocked. And maybe I just haven't seen anything because a lot of people I don't go to anymore. But I am surprised at some of the people from Memphis that tried to attack me for covering Dolph case. And I'm not from Memphis. And, you know, even though a few of them, I am rather surprised that they have not covered Tamir Taylor. Maybe they have. I just haven't seen it. Because I respectfully try to allow them the opportunity to cover it. You know what I mean? So people won't be saying Auntie Fee be trying to hide everything. But man, you know how people do. They don't do nothing until you do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they want to take all the credit for repeating what you said. I thought you said you wasn't going to fuss. I'm not fussing. I'm just expressing myself. So, seriously, though, I tried to wait. I'm thinking, okay, surely Memphis is going to cover this. This is the girl that's missing. You know, come on now. But hey, they waiting on you. And then they going to come up with 50 million things you say wrong. You already know, don't you? Fine. Whoo, yeah, but listen. I haven't dig too deep. Yeah, but it's some things I'm seeing I ain't liking. And if I happen to touch on anybody's toes, because you may know the people or may be related to them, I'm sorry. I don't know you. It ain't personal. It's just how I feel about what I'm seeing and what I'm reading. Okay? Y'all alright with that? Because y'all ain't covered nothing that I've seen. Yeah. Because some of them same people wasn't covering Dolph. Didn't start covering Dolph until a year, almost and a half after I had already been on it. Huh? And then had the nerve, the gall, and the audacity to say, I ain't from Memphis. Well, where had you been from the beginning? So why wasn't y'all covering it at the beginning? but hopped on after after they had picked up, hop on at the end and have noise, trying to talk noise. Like don't nobody know. Well, you didn't know either. How you know at the end? Yeah. Folk is funny. Like they don't peep. Okay. Let's get on over to the river. Down by the river. And if you know that I ain't talking about you, let that go on over your head. Don't take nothing personal if it does not apply to you. Okay? If you wasn't the one talking about me like a dog behind my back, then I'm not talking about you. But if you was, let the shoe fall where. Oh, it ain't a shoe. It's let the chips fall where they may. Okay. Okay. I think one of those Fubi or I know it ain't Pluto. They have a little show kind of, I guess, mimicking Shanquella. Think her family trying to press charges, a lawsuit or something. So don't shame.
You had me like that. You had me like that.
So she was full of life. Okay, so before I go to the news and hear what they're saying, before I do all of that and read all the articles, what I wanted to see is under her page, the 3 people who was with her was her Facebook friends. Cause she got like 500 or something, Auntie Fee like to know who you hang out with, who they affiliated with, So, and yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, so maybe she has more than one page. But if you got 500 or almost 500 plus people, surely the people that you hung out with for your birthday is still going to be on your page. Even if you started a new one, right? Okay. So here Ken. I ain't clicked to see who Ken is, and I'm sure I'm an attorney. I don't know. But it says, Dear all, we kindly request that you refrain from contacting the friends and co-workers. Okay. So leave them alone. Okay. I mean, well, surely they've closed their Facebook page or their social media pages because they know people are going to contact them, right? And this young lady is still missing. So it was the Midnight Booze Cruise. And they were only on it for 2 hours. So she's 5'7", was last seen wearing beige shirt, black jacket, white shorts. orange socks, white shoes. So it says, so she was nowhere to be found. Because I kind of had heard that some people say she, okay, I'll wait to talk to her, the guy. So these people are from Jackson, and she's from Covington. So which one is a co-worker, I wonder? Okay, so he's a guy. Cohen Dare. I hope you ain't done a part of this girl disappearance and you got 3 small kids. I hope not, ma'am. Oh, Lord. Shanquilla. I said the same thing. What is Capital City? Somebody said she works at Capital City in Jackson. Okay, so this is Jackson. Oh, no, this is Memphis. But there's a Jackson, Tennessee.
Of the search for Tamia Taylor, a missing mother of 2. She was celebrating her 21st birthday with friends on a riverboat, but she never made it home. News Channel 2 to everybody.
The bathroom. She put her phone down on the table. We picked her phone up. We went and waited by the door for her to come out, and then we left. Why would you leave? That makes no sense. Y'all came together, you stick together.
Memphis police are exploring every possible scenario. The company Memphis Riverboats posted on Facebook that it has reviewed video that is circling around. She was seen as the boat was pulling into the harbor, adding, "We have no reason to believe she could have gone overboard." News Channel 3 reached out to the company to explain what video they had watched. An employee at the business who did not want to be recorded said they reviewed videos posted on Snapchat. We asked if the boat had cameras of its own on board. The employee did not want to answer. The mother's questions remain.
I do feel the people that she was with, I do think that they know more than they're putting out. I do think,
me too,
and I
Mama.
do have enough sense to know she didn't just leave her. Disappear.
Jessica Knox, We have reached out to the people Taylor was with that night. We're still working to get a response.
This was on the boat. This is today. So a golf cart driver in downtown Memphis said she was very intoxicated and she was with some other people.
A screen grab from a video taken on the deck of a riverboat where Taylor's seen standing in the background. It also got them a witness who claims he saw her on dry land after the cruise.
You saw her off that boat.
Yeah. Their search for answers got them in touch with Jay Munn, a golf cart taxi driver who says he saw Tamia Taylor with 2 women and a man after her cruise returned to port.
But she was intoxicated, and she was, very intoxicated, and she was with some other people.
He says he offered the group a ride, but they turned him down and headed south on Riverside Drive on foot.
She walked away and she walked toward Tom Lee Park.
Munn says he didn't think much of it at the time and headed off to find another fare. But days later, he saw her pictures and heard what had happened. He says the moment it all clicked was surreal.
You know, like, hey, maybe I've seen this person for the last time.
He says he wishes he'd known that night what he knows now, then maybe things would be different.
My heart.
So she was standing here. She had something in her hand, so she was drinking still, but it looked like she was standing solid. But I have to admit, when she was dancing, she was stumbly. Let me listen again.
Boat, where Taylor's seen standing in the background. It also got them a witness who claims he saw her on dry land after the cruise.
You saw her off that boat.
Yeah.
Their search for answers got them in touch with Jay Munn, a golf cart taxi driver who says he saw Tamia Taylor with 2 women and a man after her cruise returned to port.
But she was intoxicated. And she was, very intoxicated, and she was with some other people.
He says he offered the group a ride, but they turned him down and headed south on Riverside Drive on foot.
She walked away and she walked toward Tom Lee Park.
Munn says he didn't think much of it at the time and headed off to find another fare. But days later, he saw her pictures and heard what had happened. He says the moment it all clicked was surreal.
You know, like, hey, maybe I've seen this person for the last time.
He says he wishes he'd known that night what he knows now, then maybe things would be different.
My heart go out to the family. I just, wish it was something more that could have been done, or, but hindsight is 20/20.
Okay, listen.
A 2-hour cruise. Tamia and her cousin made plans to meet up after the cruise to continue the festivities.
Oh, after the cruise.
But she never showed up. After calls and texts from Tamia went unanswered, her mother then contacted her friends and was told she never made it on the boat. And
She
that they
never
haven't
made it
seen
on
or
the
heard
boat.
from her.
Hold on.
Tamia was looking forward to turning 21 and made plans to celebrate her birthday on the Midnight Booze Cruise. A tour departs at 11:30 p.m. and returns at 1:30 a.m. for people 21 and older. Her cousin made plans to meet up after the cruise to continue the festivities, but she never showed up. After calls and texts from Tamia went unanswered, her mother then contacted her friends and was told she never made it on the boat.
She never
and that
made
they
it on the
haven't
boat.
seen or heard from her. Her mother then contacted her friends and was told she never made it on the boat and that they haven't seen or heard from her. Her mother immediately contacted officers to report Tamia missing. She is described as 5'7" and was
When her cousin got here to meet Tamia, she was nowhere to be found.
Down inside of me tells me she is alive.
A mother holding on to hope that her daughter is still out there 4 days after she disappeared in downtown Memphis.
I think that she went out with a group of people that maybe she thought was her friends, because Tamia always saw the good in people no matter what.
Tamia Taylor was out celebrating her 21st birthday on board the Island Queen riverboat cruise. Memphis riverboat. Tamia Taylor was out celebrating her 21st birthday on board the Island Queen riverboats, took to Facebook expressing sympathy for the family, but saying video shows Taylor was on the boat as it returned to the harbor.
Exactly.
Deborah says she believes that is true and thinks the people she was out with that night know exactly what happened to her.
Her called and said that he went down to meet her, and when he arrived, he was told that Tamia was unable to be found. He asked them then, "What do you mean?" The young lady then stated, "We do not know where she's at."
She suspected
Tamia was unable to be found. He asked them then, "What do you mean?" The young lady then stated, "We do not know where she's at."
She suspects foul play was involved, but right now Memphis police aren't saying much. We did see investigators searching the area where the boat docked earlier today. When asked, they said this is an ongoing.
Okay, so the mama feeling like she's still alive after being, because that was a few days ago. And the friend says she didn't get on the boat, yet they have footage or a still shot of her on the boat with the same top on. She didn't have on a jacket. Let me go back to that video. So one of the friends named QUILLA. She has one person that has the last name Drake. Is that the thick girl? Neither one of these people are her Facebook friends. Maybe her with a different first name. So let's look. Is this the same person? Is that her? See, I don't know if it's her because she has on glasses and the other lady, and it's nighttime one and she doesn't have on glasses. But I can say that this may be her based on her hair color. And she likes that kind of color hair. But she's under a different name. Kavikia. Same last name. This is 2 years old. But this is the only one that I could just maybe see some resemblance. Man dead after shooting at AutoZone. One man dead, a woman injured. Shooting, West Memphis. His name was KEWON Wiley. 15-year-old. You know, see, this is the type of stuff I blame, you know, CMG and kicking back shit and that other one for you know, getting those little kids, teaching them, raising them up to be hitmen and thieves and stuff on purpose. So that was at 3 o'clock in the morning on Get Well. They had a trap house raid, 356 grams of fentanyl. They hit 2 houses. Trap house number 1, trap house number 2. Y'all, it's late. Help me. What is a PC buy in a reliable CS? Are those use a reliable CS? Okay, y'all, I'll be back. This is finna cut off. I'll be back. Christopher Blue. Sound like somebody snitched. Like they had an informant. Christopher Blue. Oh, yeah, they raided the mama house, too. The mama was the thing. Look at all this stuff. illegal machines, ecstasy, guns, credit card, embossing machine. Oh my goodness. Scales and cell phones. His mama was caught up in it. Somebody dropped a dime, y'all. What is that? Oh,
Inside of me tells me she is alive. Inside of me tells me she is alive.
Now tonight, the search for Taylor continues. MPD is asking anyone with